viewers, you're watching GW News Recap. This is a segment where we bring the top stories of the week. Let's have a look at the headlines first. In a significant development, security forces have arrested 3 members of the banned United Liberation Front of Assam Independent during a counterinsurgency operation in Nagaland's Mon district. 3 people were killed in separate incidents of gunfights in Manipur's Ukhrul district, and houses were set on fire in a village which has seen tension between the Kuki and Tangkhul Naga tribes in the border state. In a massive jolt to the Arvind Kejriwal-led AAP, Rajya Sabha MP Raghav Chadha on April 24 has announced his exit from the party after 15 years and will join the BJP along with 6 other parliamentarians. A man armed with guns and knives stormed the lobby outside the White House Correspondents' Association dinner attended by President Donald Trump on April 25th. And now the news in details. In a significant development, security forces have arrested 3 members of the banned United Liberation Front of Assam Independent during a counterinsurgency operation in Nagaland's Mon district. This operation took place based on precise intelligence inputs regarding the movement of Ulfa-I Cathars in the area. The operation was launched on April 24 when security personnel, primarily the troops of the Assam Rifles, acted swiftly to intercept the militants in the Bomching area. According to officials, the arrested Ulfa-I members were attempting to make their way towards Shangyu village. Remarkably, the forces executed the target raid without an exchange of fire, successfully apprehending all 3 individuals identified as self-styled Lieutenant Kachendra Assam, 35 years, Lance Corporal Brochen Assam, 27 years, and Sergeant Puhor Assam, 26 years. Preliminary interrogation revealed that Kachendra Assam has been associated with Ulfa-I since 2011, making him the most experienced among the trio. On the other hand, Brochen joined the outfit in 2022, while Buhor has been active since 2019. The security forces also recovered 4 grenades from the arrested members, indicating a potential plan for disruptive activities in the region. This operation highlights the ongoing efforts of security agencies to maintain peace and security, ensuring stability in the northeastern part of India. 3 people were killed in separate incidents of gunfights in Manipur's Ukhrul district, and houses were set on fire in a village which had seen tension between the Kuki and Tangkhul Naga tribes in the border state. Kuki civil society organizations in a statement alleged that suspected Naga insurgents launched a pre-dawn attack on the Kuki villages of Mullam and Shongpal in Ukhrul. The 2 who were killed were village volunteers, and many people, including women and children, were injured in the attack, the Kuki organization said. Naga tribe organizations have denied the allegations as malicious, coming a day after the silent candlelight marches were held in Ukhrul and other places to demand justice for 2 men from their tribe who were killed in an ambush on a highway last week. The working committee of the Tangkhul Naga Long, in a statement, said a 29-year-old village volunteer, Harshkomi Chamang, was killed near Sinaketi in Ukhrul district. The TNL alleged the volunteer was ambushed by Kuki insurgents who are under the suspension of operations agreement along with the other insurgents while on patrol to check for suspicious movement in the area. The highway ambush last week came after 2 children, a 5-year-old boy and a 5-month-old baby from the Meitei community, were killed in a bomb attack while asleep at a house in Bishnupur district. The killings amid the Yumnam Kemchand government's bid to bring peace and normalcy had sparked massive protests in the Valley district, with residents demanding justice and arrest of the accused. The police had said 3 United Kuki National Army insurgents have been arrested in combing operations following the bomb attack in Bishnupur. The Kuki Naga conflict that began in 1992 and lasted 6 years had taken the lives of over 1,000 people. The 2023 Kuki Meitei violence has claimed over 260 lives. In a massive jolt to the Arvind Kejriwal-led AAP, Rajya Sabha MP Raghav Chadha on April 24 has announced its exit from the party after 15 years and will join the BJP along with 6 other parliamentarians. The move came weeks after Chattha was stripped off as AAP's deputy leader in the Rajya Sabha, triggering a rift within the party. At the press briefing, the 37-year-old, once a poster boy of Kejriwal, alleged that his own party silenced him and that he was the right man in a wrong party. He said that he, along with his colleagues Sandeep Pathak and Ashok Mittal, will also join the BJP. Chattha, a former chartered accountant and the youngest MP, also announced that 4 other AAP parliamentarians, former Indian cricketer Harbhajan Singh, Rajendra Gupta, Vikram Sane and Repeal MP Swati Maliwal, are set to switch to the BJP. This resulted in 7 of AAP's 10 Rajya Sabha MPs crossing over to the BJP, surpassing the 2/3 threshold required to avoid disqualification under the anti-defection law. Chattha had been with the AAP since its formation in 2012, emerging as a trusted aide to Kejriwal, who rose to power in Delhi in 2015 on the back of the anti-corruption movement. A man armed with guns and knives stormed the lobby outside the White House Correspondents' Association dinner attended by President Donald Trump on April 25 night, charging toward the ballroom in a chaotic encounter with Secret Service agents and gas dive under tables at the sound of shots being fired. The president was uninjured and was rushed off the stage. The armed man, who officials said was a guest at the Washington Hilton where the dinner was being held, was taken into custody. The shooting unfolded just outside the vast subterranean ballroom, holding thousands of dinner guests, disrupting minutes after it began an annual event meant to honor journalism and the First Amendment that was being specially scrutinized this year because it was the first time since Trump became president that he had attended. Trump told reporters later that he hoped the event would be rescheduled within 30 days, though the fact that an armed man was able to rush toward the ballroom raised instant questions about security precautions and an event attended each year by senior government officials. Video posted by Trump showed the suspect running past security barricades as Secret Service agents ran toward him. One officer was shot in a bullet-resistant vest but was recovering, officials said. The gunman was tackled to the ground and was not injured but was being evaluated at a hospital, police said. The shooting suspect was identified as Cole Thomas Allen, 31, of Torrance, California, who is facing 2 firearm-related charges, including a count of assaulting an officer with a deadly weapon. President Donald Trump said Israel and Lebanon have agreed to extend a ceasefire between Israel and the Hezbollah group by 3 weeks after talks at the White House on April 23. The Iranian-backed group has opposed the talks, and since the initial ceasefire went into effect last Friday, there have been multiple violations by both sides. Despite that, these were the first direct diplomatic talks in decades between Israel and Lebanon and represented a major step for neighboring countries that officially have been at war since Israel's inception in 1948. The initial 10-day ceasefire had been due to expire Monday. The latest war started when Hezbollah fired rockets into northern Israel 2 days after Israel and the US launched attacks on Iran. Israel responded with widespread bombardment of Lebanon and a ground invasion, capturing dozens of towns and villages along the border. Israel's military occupies a buffer zone stretching as far as 6 miles into southern Lebanon. Israel says it aims to remove the threat of short-range rockets and anti-tank missiles being fired toward northern Israel. Hezbollah has not been a participant in the diplomacy. Wafik Safar, a high-ranking member of the group's political council, has told that it will not abide by any agreements made during the direct talks. The talks last week were the first between Israel and Lebanon since 1993. Both countries have relied on indirect communication, often brokered by the US or UNIFIL, the United Nations peacekeeping mission in southern Lebanon. Lebanon's top political authorities, critical of Hezbollah's decision to fire rockets toward Israel on March 2 in solidarity with Iran, quickly proposed direct talks in a bid to stop the escalation, hoping Israel would not launch its ground invasion. The latest Israel-Hezbollah war has killed around 2,300 people in Lebanon, including hundreds of women and children, and displaced over 1 million people. Well, that's it for this week's news recap, and for more news like this, you stay connected to Global Window.